scenes. Typically, celebrities will arrive 5 to 10 minutes before their panel. Stephen Amell and Katie Lotz showed up 2 minutes before their panel. Then typically they're there from about a minute to 2 minutes after the panel ends. Within that time frame, I typically can go up and ask for some type of stupid request.
Yeah, like it.
If you heard the intro from Jason David Frank, that was after the panel. Last year, our pictures with the Guild, we have signed autographs from the Guild. All that happened after the panel. We have time to do these things. The moment we were done with the Arrow panel, Stephen Amell and Katie Lotz vanished.
That was like that, and also like at Salt Lake Comic Con, there were a few people we didn't have to pay for stuff, but we went up and we were able to get sound bites from them.
Yeah, there was no one saying, no, put the tape recorder away. So I'm at the table. I'm paying $40 for Stephen Amell's autograph. Stephen Amell, you're awesome, by the way. His agent looks at me square in the face and says, I'm sorry, you can't get a soundbite from him. Okay. I then turn and look, 2 people ahead of me. He's doing a soundbite on a tape recorder. Don't say it was a phone call. I know it was a tape recorder. I saw it. Telling someone happy birthday. Granted, it's different being media versus somebody saying happy birthday, but you just told me that he won't speak into a tape recorder for me, but he'll do it for this person because it's their birthday.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate that.
I'm not going to work. You know what my excuse is going to be? It's my birthday. I don't care if I'm supposed to work. It's my birthday.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, it could have been dealt with a lot better.
I moderate a panel. I keep it organized. I keep it going. The least you can do again, this is not against Stephen Amell. This is against the lady who told me no. The least you can do for me is just say, hi, thanks for moderating my panel. Have a great show.
Well, and I think a lot of the other issue is you even mentioned the difference between this year and last year's because there was a different...
it's a different publishing company. There's different contracts.
Company,
yeah. Different contracts this year. Just,
So,
what was
I don't know.
That?
Step it up.
I miss you, Tsunami. That's what that is.
Yeah, Tsunami was last year's contractual company between the celebrities.
So, yeah.
And this year, I think, was Celebrity Bookings or something.
The D3 Street or something like that. Yeah.
Hey, at least it wasn't Geek Street. I didn't say that. Maybe I did. It wasn't Geek Street.
Maybe.
Screw it. You know what? They didn't come back to interview us, so we can wail on them. At least they were being obnoxious and dickweed, not, quote-unquote geeks on the other side of the con floor.
Yeah. First Haku guy, blah, 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 guy.
Haku main guy.
Dude with the beanie from Geek Street Society who, came up to me. One, you were rude. Very, very rude. You're like, I'm hoping I can interview you about, and then you look up and read my banner. So, do you have time?
Yeah, you know what? At least
how about you read my banner before you ask me a question?
Yeah, the other podcast came up to us, and they kind of sent like they knew what was going on. If they didn't, they asked us the questions instead of just making the subject. Oh, we know you guys. Bullshit. I don't know. I guess it's also the same. I just don't like Geek Street after watching that stupid fucking video.
I'm also gonna go out and I've hinted at things before, and I'm gonna go ahead and say, real nerds, I love you guys now. You're my favorite.
Yeah, I'll still give you crap for being the official unofficial podcast.
Yeah, we will harass you as much as we want to, but you need to know it's loving, and we love you.
Yeah. So
thank you for not being weird.
Yeah, weird. Thanks for not humping our legs.
So, yeah.
But, yeah, I've seen real nerds at a few functions now. I saw him at Denver Comic Con last year. I see him
the year before.
I see him at Mile High Horror Film Festival every year. So, they're chill. They're fun to talk to.
I'm even going to do a plug. If you guys like movies, go check out Real Nerds Podcast. It's entertaining. Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Just like us, we're entertaining. Most of the time.
Depends on how drunk you guys are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So...
I
see empty beer cups.
Yeah, exactly.
The beer cups are in fact empty. So, but with that, I'm done. Okay, let's recap again. Entry times, awesome. Vendor displays, awesome. Volunteers and most of the staff, awesome. Lack of ATMs the first day and cash-only processes the first day. Kind of terrible.
I would say lack of ATMs in general. That was the only location, and then out in the lobby.
Celebrity handling, awful.
Wi-Fi, awful.
No,
lack thereof.
Lack of Wi-Fi, awful.
It really is. I think that, vendors at least, people who paid all this money to be at con, I can understand that maybe we didn't get Wi-Fi. We got in there under certain circumstances. Sure, maybe we should pay for it.
Yeah.
Not an outlandish amount, mind you. I would accept $15 a day. $15 a day for solid,
I
strong,
would have accepted
at least 5 megabit internet.
I would have been okay with $33.33 a day, which means that all 3 days we paid $100.
Yeah.
I would have been okay with that.
But the vendors, they are making you money. They are taking care of you. They are continuing this awesome event. They need uncontrolled, unlimited, free Wi-Fi.
And I don't want to hear anybody post on with an excuse of, why didn't you guys use your cell phones? You obviously weren't there. The moment they opened those doors and attendees came in, cell phone signal dropped like a rock from an airplane.
Yeah, I went from LTE to 3G in a millisecond.
I went from LTE to roaming the moment those doors opened. I had LTE from 9:15 when we got in all the way till 10 o'clock.
And the only reason I'm winning is because AT&T got their towers in Denver first.
The moment the doors opened and people started walking in, LTE to roaming.
Well,
roaming!
And the lack of Wi-Fi, I'm sure, hurt some of the merchandise purchasing.
A lot of places were doing cash only.
Yeah, because they couldn't use their credit card processing machines.
Because
they couldn't get on networks.
I'm sure there's other people like me who don't carry cash. I don't carry cash.
Yeah.
The only time I have money is if I randomly need something that's the only way to pay for it, which is fucking stupid. Like a money order. That's the only thing in the world I think I would need cash for. Everything else should function from my little plastic card that I can cancel in case some asshole at Comic-Con steals my wallet out of my back pocket.
Well, and that's true because, as Chris can attest, and you were there, we kept finding money on the ground because people were dropping it, falling it out of their pockets.
Yeah, I mean...
I know, I chased down a few people.
They made $20
Yeah.
in cash sitting on the ground.
And I would pick it up and stand there and look around, and there was no one there.
There were a few times that
Claim
people
it.
picked it up too.
Yeah.
There was
Who
one
came up
time.
to Real Nerds?
Huh?
Geek Street did.
They came up to all of us.
No, this was after. This was Sunday.
Oh, and they interviewed them?
She was trying to.
Oh, yeah, no. I don't think any podcast gave them an interview.
Yeah.
To clarify what Chris and I are talking about, I texted him. It says that one of the gals from Geek Street came up and was talking to Real Nerds since they were at the table next to us. And we're like, yeah, we were in Podcast Peak with you guys last year, but we got banned and we're over here. And
Yeah, Geek Street, I'm going to go on record and say we got you banned because you're loud and annoying.
Yeah.
I'm glad you proved the point that you're loud and annoying this year by setting up a PA system and harassing people as they walked by. Thank you for being as far away from us as possible, even though we weren't recording anyway.
Yeah, I walked. Like I said, there was minimal chance for me to get through the con floor and check everything out. But I did walk past Geek Street's tiny little table, which it was a tiny fucking table. That made me feel kind of good.
About the same size as ours, but ours was free.
No. They had a tiny corner. They had a corner they couldn't leave. It was like a punish corner. I saw it, and there was barely anything there. It was pathetic.
I'm sorry, but you guys,
But
you
hold
played
on.
Techno Beats, and then you sat there and called people out, hey, Power Ranger, you look cool. Hey, Sailor Moon, come here, Sailor Moon, with a techno beat behind you.
Yeah. Well, and that's what it was. It was, I walked by, there was some chick at the desk, and she was like, oh, that girl. That was it. Oh, that girl over there. Yeah, that's awesome.
Didn't you walk by the booth?
I did walk by the booth. It was rather loud and kind of obnoxious. I heard them talking. Actually, the only comment I really got was, "Oh, I'm sorry, that's because I'm too high." I kind of just scoot by.
Yeah. So let's check this out. So if you guys are like, hey, I like Solik, but I want to know what other things I can listen to, check out Real Nerds. They do movies. Beyond the Trope, they talk about books. Mostly Harmless with Dammit Damien. He talks about punk rock. Project Nerd. I don't think I need to tell you what they talk about. All of those are fine entertainment choices, and I suggest you check them out soon.
It was nice. It was nice, though. All of the podcasts around us basically had a different type of podcast.
There was
and they were all very friendly.
Yeah, they were all very friendly. There was no competition.
They were at the end.
Yeah, the very end. Yeah. They didn't really talk to us very much. I
I
talked
don't
to
think
them
they
a
talked
little
to
bit.
anybody.
No, I did talk to them a little bit, but they never
Yeah.
came back.
Yeah.
So, and I think Project Nerd. Talked to Hannah some because
No, I talked to the owner of Project Nerd a lot. They're really friendly.
or not Project Nerd.
It was Protocol 5.
Yeah, Protocol 5. I found their card on the ground. That's what it was. I
Yeah.
talked to
No,
Project Nerd. I found Protocol 5's card on the ground.
Yeah, Protocol 5 never came and spoke to us, so I can't tell you anything about them. They didn't make... I'm not going to sit here and be like, well, I've been here for so many years, blah, blah, blah. I'm doing my thing. I'm established-ish. You can come talk to me. I'm not going to go take... You took over the podcast panel. Thank you for that. You can come ask me if I want to be on it.
Yeah, honestly, all the podcasts together, it's not... This show, it was not about who's got the biggest dick. It really isn't. It's
Even
about,
though we were in line by who had the biggest dick.
It was. Our dick, the tip was almost rubbing the tip of another one. I mean...
It's... I mean, we were...
I'm glad I was out taking pictures with all this tip rubbing.
We were playing swords with the higher guys.
Obviously, this is a vodka-infused episode of So Like You Know, but...
We only went through a whole bottle between me and
Even
Chris.
the programming director came up and said, wow, you guys set yourselves up in rows of who's been here the longest and who has the biggest audiences. We somehow subconsciously set up in the entire podcast peak like that.
Yeah.
Nobody planned it. It just happened that way.
It was weird. Is that we even had the booth ready. I mean, like Real Nerds got in the end.
Yep.
Right next to us was Beyond the Trope.
Yep.
There was a table in between them. We got there. Project Nerd showed up a little later.
No, so yeah, it went Real Nerds, us, Beyond the Trope, Mostly Harmless, Project Nerd, and then the other guys.
Yeah.
And then Geek Street Society was in their paid booth on the other side of the floor near the ticket booth.
But Form 5.
So, anyway.
But yeah. But Comic-Con had all kinds of awesome music, actually.
Yes.
There was a stage in the back of the con floor.
The 5280 stage.
The 5280 stage. And I only know that because you brought that up. I didn't look that shit up.
Yeah,
And if you don't know what that means, then you shouldn't be living in Denver or Colorado.
I don't know what it means.
What does that mean?
What does it mean?
That's how many feet are in a mile.
Oh my god!
Oh, man! That's awesome.
Alright,
We
so
did that
Jen
for
has
your
just
benefit.
Jen has just proved
Your
that women are
benefit.
smarter than men.
None of us knew that. Oh, boy.
What?
So,
Wow.
at the Mile High stage, there...
I will be moving tomorrow.
I'll be getting out of this town.
boy.
I don't belong here.
I will be wearing a mask on my way home.
Well, one of the awesome
That is
bands
just shameful.
made sure...
Wait. It's 5280, not 5280. We're
True.
very logical, so we didn't
I
understand.
was
That's
even
the
told
issue.
during opening ceremonies it was the 5280 stage. So, anyway,
Yeah.
one of the bands we spoke to was the Stubby Shillelaghs, and we're going to play an interview with them before we play their next song. So here we go. So this is Chris and Bo. We are here with...
We're the Stubby Shillelaghs. I'm Shaughnessy McDaniel.
I'm Eric Fisher.
You guys, you're playing here at Comic-Con this weekend. Playing at, 2 today? Is that right?
Yep, yeah, we're going on in just about an hour now.
You guys played yesterday.
Yep, and we played at the Hard Rock on Friday night for the kickoff.
Awesome. How have you guys been liking it so far?
Oh, it's been great. It's our first time. We played last year at the beer launch party for DCC 13, but this is our first time actually playing at the con. It's just been great. Like the reception's been really good, and it's been really fun.
It's a really great atmosphere for our type of music.
Right on. Now, for anybody that haven't heard you, how would you guys describe your sound?
Well, it's we describe it as high energy Celtic folk. So it's something that would feel familiar to people who are fans of like Flogging Molly and Dropkick Murphys, but we don't have a drum kit, and we don't play electric instruments. We're all acoustic, but it still has that high energy atmosphere.
Okay, very cool, very cool. Now, do you guys have a table this year, or...?
No, we've kind of just been bouncing around. I was told we had a table, but I could never find it. That was for all the bands that played at the Hard Rock. But
Okay. Gotcha.
mostly we've just been bouncing around and selling our CDs off the side of the stage.
Okay, very cool, very cool. So now you guys, you do have a CD available?
Yeah, we have 2 CDs available right now, and they've got a lot of our great nerd songs on them. They've got it's got our new one, Celtic American, has our Batman song and our Avengers song, and a heavy metal cover we do of a song called Question of Heaven about Spawn, and then our other album, Whiskey Business, has our great love ballad, Nerd in Love.
Now, I'm going to assume since you've been at Comic-Con last year for the kickoff and then this year here on the 5280 stage, you guys are from Colorado?
Yeah, well, we're based out of Greeley, but we